Greetings, cosmic detectives and digital archaeologists. Welcome to PaperLedge, where we unearth the sparkling gems of academic research and polish them until they gleam with real-world relevance. Today we're diving headfirst into a paper that asks a deceptively simple question: who is inducing failure in LLM agentic systems? Now, you might be wondering, what in the name of Ada Lovelace is an LLM agentic system? Well, think of it like this. Imagine you're assembling a super team of AI assistants, each with specialized skills. One's a master code cracker, another a whiz at web navigation, and yet another a wordsmith extraordinaire. These are your LLM agents, and when they collaborate to tackle complex tasks, like planning a cross-country road trip or writing a symphony, you've got yourself an LLM agentic system. But here's the rub. As these systems become more sophisticated, with their intricate dance of models, tool invocations, and orchestration protocols, they also become, well, a bit fragile. Like a house of cards built on cutting-edge algorithms, they're increasingly prone to failure. And when things go wrong, figuring out who or what is to blame becomes a monumental headache. That, my friends, is where this paper steps in, offering a revolutionary approach to pinpointing the culprits behind these agentic system snaffus. The core thesis, as the authors, Zhang, Wang, Chen, Zhou, Wang, and Yan, argue, is that current reasoning LLMs are shockingly bad at failure attribution, often scoring below 10% accuracy. To tackle this, they introduce AgenTracer, an automated framework designed to meticulously annotate failed multi-agent trajectories using something called counterfactual replay and programmed fault injection. Now, counterfactual replay might sound like something straight out of a Philip K. Dick novel, but it's actually a pretty clever technique. Imagine you're rewinding time, tweaking a single action in the agent's past, and then replaying the scenario to see if it leads to a different outcome. If changing that one action suddenly transforms failure into success, you've likely found your culprit. And programmed fault injection, that's where things get a little mischievous. The authors intentionally introduce errors into successful agent trajectories, like a saboteur planting digital landmines, to see how the system responds. This helps them create a diverse dataset of failure scenarios with precisely labeled causes. This brings us to the paper's first major section, the creation of Tracer Traj. A meticulously curated dataset of over high-fidelity failure trajectories. Think of Tracer Traj as a vast digital library, filled with countless tales of agentic woe, each meticulously annotated with the precise cause of the system's downfall. It covers 6 datasets including MetaGPT, Autogen and small agents, and 6 benchmarks. In short, they've provided a playground for training and testing failure attribution models. But simply having data isn't enough, right? You need a skilled detective to sift through the evidence and unmask the guilty party. That's where AgenTracer 8B comes in. This lightweight failure tracer, trained using multi-granular reinforcement learning, is designed to efficiently diagnose errors in verbose multi-agent interactions. Now, I want you to picture this. Imagine a bustling city, a memory palace, where each building represents a different step in the agent's execution. As we navigate this city, AgenTracer 8B acts as our guide, its sensors twitching, its algorithms humming, as it sniffs out the telltale signs of trouble. In the first building, collection, we see the system of collecting data and systems, and at the end, automatic trajectory annotation. We have just collected a Tracer Traj. The second major section of the paper details the architecture and training of AgenTracer 8B. The authors leverage reinforcement learning with a multi-granular reward system. Rewarding the model for accurately identifying both the faulty step and the responsible agent, they carefully balance the reward at agent level and step level. AgenTracer 8B's architecture is based on the Qwen 3 8B model. This model is fine-tuned on the curated Tracer Traj dataset using reinforcement learning (RL). The RL training is designed with a multi-granular reward system that emphasizes both step-level and agent-level attribution accuracy. Now, before you start picturing hordes of rogue AI agents wreaking havoc on our digital infrastructure, let's bring this back down to earth. What are the real-world implications of this research? Well, imagine you're a software engineer debugging a complex multi-agent system. Instead of sifting through mountains of logs and scratching your head in frustration, you could use AgenTracer to pinpoint the exact line of code that's causing the problem. Or consider the potential for self-improving AI systems. By accurately identifying the causes of their failures, agents can learn from their mistakes, adapt their strategies, and become more resilient over time. This opens the door to truly autonomous systems that can not only solve complex problems but also diagnose and fix their own errors. The third major section is the experimental evaluation of AgenTracer 8b. The authors compare its performance against several state-of-the-art LLMs, including behemoths like Gemini 2.5 Pro and Claude 4 Sonnet. And the results? Well, let's just say that AgenTracer 8b absolutely crushes the competition, outperforming these giant models by up to 18.18% on the Who and When benchmark. The authors also demonstrate that AgenTracer 8b can provide actionable feedback to off-the-shelf multi-agent systems like MetaGPT and Moz, leading to significant performance gains. In one particularly compelling example, AgenTracer 8b helped boost the performance of the OWL workforce system on the Gaia benchmark by a whopping 4.8%. But here's a key point. AgenTracer consistently surpasses giant proprietary LLMs such as Claude 4 Sonnet in both agent and step-level attribution. Under the with G setting, as shown in Table 1, AgenTracer 8b outperforms GPT 4.1 and Claude 4 Sonnet on Who and When, handcrafted, by 26.0% and 12.2% in agent-level accuracy, respectively. A similar trend is observed on Tracer Traj, Table 2, where AgenTracer 8b improves step-level accuracy on Tracer Traj Agentic by 22.68% over its backbone Qwen 3 to 8b, while also surpassing DEEPSEEKR1, plus 9.04%, and Gemini 2.5 Pro, plus 17.57%. So, what's the takeaway from all of this? Well, first, it's clear that failure attribution is a critical challenge for LLM agentic systems, and one that current reasoning models are simply not up to tackling. But second, and more importantly, this paper offers a powerful new approach to solving this problem. By combining counterfactual replay, programmatic fault injection, and multi-granular reinforcement learning, the authors have created a framework that can accurately diagnose errors, provide actionable feedback, and pave the way for more resilient and autonomous AI systems. As AI systems become increasingly complex and integrated into our lives, the ability to understand and address their failures will become more critical than ever. AgenTracer, in its elegant simplicity and surprising effectiveness, represents a significant step forward in this quest. Fine, yeah, I guess. The implications are huge. We're talking about the potential to build AI systems that are not only intelligent but also self-aware, self-correcting, and ultimately, more reliable. And with that, my friends, our journey into the world of agentic failure attribution comes to an end. But the quest for knowledge never stops. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible.